Oh, so maybe I could put this in an enclosure like that, and I could put an LED here, and then oh, never mind, that's a light bulb. What about I could put that same LED but in something that you can take around with you, or you can put by your desk. Come on, that's a lamp. What else could I do? There isn't much. Oh, I could put it in space, and it could give light to the whole solar system. Never mind, that's the sun. Maybe the skit I showed earlier was a bit of an exaggeration, but you have to admit that sometimes you may have had trouble with coming up with ideas for your projects. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to come up with ideas for your projects using the engineering process. First off, what we want to do is we need to find a problem that we want to solve. So you can do your research to find a problem that you think is a major one. It could be a minor one, but as long as it's a problem that you can solve, then it's good enough. And then do research on that topic. Do research on what it is, how it works, and stuff like that. Try to learn as much as you can about it, because if I'm trying to stop world hunger or something, that's a little bit of over-exaggeration. But if you are, then I don't think you're going to be just supplying food from nowhere. So you need to learn as much as you can, maybe about crops and food and planting and gardening. And first off and last, make sure it's even possible. Because if stopping world hunger isn't possible, you can't do it. So make sure it's even possible. And if it's near impossible and you think you're going to be able to persevere and really try to make it happen, go for it. Find the requirements. Find all the requirements you need, such as materials, and make sure they all make sure they're all compatible with each other. Because if I use an Arduino and then 5 seconds later I get a pen, they're not going to be compatible with each other. So you need to make sure they all work. And then know the materials you need. You need to memorize them. You just need to really, really know them. So now we know what our problem is. We've thought of ways to we know a lot about it, and we know our requirements and materials. Now we can start brainstorming some solutions. So first we need to think of some ideas. Try to write down all your solutions. And then once you've when you wrote them all down, that's based off your research, of course, then you can start picking like 5, and then later you can narrow it down until you have a solution that you think is a good solution that will work. Now, making a prototype / solution. You can start designing and building that solution or prototype of what you got from brainstorming. Now, once you finish that, we can test that. So we can test what our invention is, or it might not even be an invention, or just your machine or solution or idea in the real world. After that, this is the final step. Either your solution meets the requirements, you can use that solution, it does whatever you need it to. Or the solution has an error or fails, don't give up. You can find the error and try your best to fix it. So this is the engineering process, and now I'm going to show you what
Want to make an idea? We can first identify a problem. And a problem I've noticed is plastics going into the ocean. So I can just write plastics there. So it's not always going to be this easy to find a problem, but this is a problem that's been on the news lately, and it's been very popular. It's a big problem, but most of the time you're not going to find a problem like in a few seconds. You would usually do lots of research on Google or whatever browser you use. But now we know what our problem is, and then here we need to find. Right now, what we need to do is we need to do research about that topic. So here I can search up plastics, plastics in the ocean. So now I can just do a little bit of research on why it's bad, how much is going into the ocean every year, and what's wrong with it. So here there's NOOA.gov, and then here it says plastics are everywhere in your home, your office, your school, and your ocean. Among the top 10, so basically what it's saying is what's the problem with it, how many tons go in every year, and what you can do. So usually on websites you won't find what you can do if it's just a normal website about the problem. But luckily here they say to reduce plastic use and participate in cleanups. But for requirements, I wouldn't consider that just like going out picking up plastics. That's good, but I would, let's say, make a machine or something that I could use to help solve the problem of plastics. So now I'm gonna brainstorm some solutions. So and then here I can just, in Notion, I can go and I can make a bulleted list and start brainstorming some solutions. So first, maybe I can make a machine, and what that machine will do is it's just gonna recycle plastic. It's gonna recycle plastic and send it to a recycling center. That sends it to a recycling center. Okay, that's one idea. And another idea will just be maybe the other idea could be just it burns plastic, so like a burner kind of. So a burner that burns plastic. So this just shows these are a couple of ideas. I'm just gonna start brainstorming a few more ideas in one quick time lapse. Okay, so I made a few ideas here, and these are the solutions I brainstormed. And then, so say make a device that can track plastic levels. I like that one. A new type of plastic which is biodegradable. I think that would be a little unrealistic. So and then I can just delete this one. A device that traps plastic and recycles them. Maybe not that one. A machine that recycles plastic that sends it to a recycling center. That would just be like picking up plastic and then taking it to a recycling center. A burner that burns plastic. Yeah, I could put that. So now I have 3 ideas that I could use. Now I'm just gonna simplify it to the one. I'm gonna just say make a device that tracks plastic levels, because I think it's actually a really good idea if you can make a device that can track plastic levels based on its carbon makeup and how it would work. So now I have my idea, and then all I would need to do now is just test that solution, and if it still doesn't work, I can try fixing it to make it so, or improve on it. So there's something I forgot to mention with the engineering process is that even if it works, always try to improve that topic, because you never know what can happen. You never know that you can make something just so much better by adding this one feature. So this is how you would go through making your using the engineering process to make something. It's not always going to be this easy, because plastics, they're a widely known problem, but maybe you can find a problem that's less common or less known about that you could work on. So this was the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.